Friends, welcome back to our channel Om Sai Bhojanapalli.
In the previous class, we completed the introduction to the area disposal of forwards. 12 situations we had seen. We'll be doing problems for those 12 situations in today's class. Once we complete that particular discussion, we will do one area called as exchange position versus cash position, which comes in the dealer's desk angle. That is how the foreign exchange dealer is managing his foreign currency exposure. We'll discuss in an area called as exchange position versus cash position, and also a problem in covered deals. Then we will be left out only with some miscellaneous problems here and there, which will be completing in the next class, and start with another chapter called as bond valuation. Now let us quickly summarize what is done in this chapter till now. We have seen that companies which are exposed to that is company which are doing cross-border trade, having cross-border investments and financing, are exposed to a specific type of risk called as currency risk. It arises due to the exchange rate fluctuations. They need to protect themselves against the currency risk. That strategy is called as hedging strategies. The famous hedging strategies are forward hedging, money market hedging, leading, lagging, netting, currency option, currency futures, currency swaps. Apart from hedgers, arbiters and speculators also are there in the currency market. There are two arbitrage strategies, covered interest arbitrage and currency arbitrage. And then we said we'll be dealing from the dealer's desk also in this particular chapter. Now, we saw that the direct quote is a quote which gives a quote for a foreign currency. Indirect quote gives a quote for the local currency. 1 unit of foreign currency in so many units of home currency we call as direct quote. 1 unit of home currency in so many units of foreign currency we call as indirect quote. 1 by direct is equal to indirect and vice versa. Bid rate is the buying rate of the banker and offer rate is the selling rate of the banker. Customer buys the foreign currency at offer rate and sells the foreign currency at bid rate. Difference is called as spread. Spread as percentage is spread divided by offer rate into 100 or spread divided by bid rate into 100. Then we saw the bid rate of an indirect quote is equal to 1 by offer rate of a direct quote, and the offer rate of an indirect quote is equal to 1 by of a direct quote. Where you don't have the exchange rate between two currencies straight away available, you can use the cross currency rates to find out the answer. So that is, we use a common currency quotation to establish the value between two currencies. Then we discuss forward hedging basics. Forward rate is a rate decided today for a transaction to take place tomorrow. This forward can be quoted for a currency at premium or discount. Forward is more than spot, premium, else it is discount. Forward can be expressed as outright forward or can be spot along with the swap point. Swap points can be ascending or descending. Ascending swap points are premium swap points, should be added to the spot. Descending swap points or discount swap points should be reduced from the spot. Then we saw forward or discount can be expressed as an annualized percentage. Percentage premium or discount is equal to forward rate minus spot rate divided by spot rate into 12 by n into 100. Then we discuss about forward rate determination. When I use inflation rates of two currencies to take it to the future date, it is called as purchasing power parity. When I use inflation rate to take it forward, it is called as interest rate parity. When interest rate parity is present, covered interest arbitrage is absent. So there are two markets, one is money market, another is currency market. The currency having a low interest rate will be having a high valued currency. Country having a high interest will be having a weak currency. So if you just have a borrowing or deposit in the foreign currency, Due to its low or high interest rate, your deposit income can be eroded through a premium or discount on currencies. So where the money market gain is exactly offsetting the currency market gain or loss, in that case we are said to be having no arbitrage, else the arbitrage exists. When the arbitrage exists, if the theoretical forward is different than the actual forward, these are covered in as arbitrage for a single code having 4 steps. Identify the currency as foreign and local currency, calculate the forward premium or discount percentage. Third is compare the local interest rate with adjusted foreign interest rate. Adjusted foreign interest rate is foreign interest rate plus or minus premium or discount percentage. And then go for the action step where you borrow, convert, invest, realize, reconvert, repay borrowing and book margin. We can do the same from the currency market angle also, where the step 2 is calculate the IRPT forward. Step 3 is compare the IRPT forward with the actual forward rate to identify underpricing or overpricing, and then go for the action step. Then we discuss about two-way quotes, where 3 factors influence the arbitrage: the money market interest difference, the currency market gain or loss, that is forward premium or discount, and also the spread. The gain in one market should be big enough to offset the loss in the other market as well as recover the spread for us. So in two-way quote, we always go straight away for the action step to check arbitrage exists for any given strategy. There can even be loss in both the fronts is what we discussed. Then we discuss about the concept of money market hedge. Money market hedge single quote was discussed. Money market quote, that is a hedge, two-way quotes has been discussed. Third, we also discuss about the euro rates and domestic rates money market hedge strategy. You are having a payable in foreign currency. You have to pay $1 lakh in foreign currency. Today we are going to deposit dollar or borrow dollar, deposit dollar. And for depositing a deposit $1 lakh or less than $1 lakh, less than $1 lakh. How much you deposit? Present value of $1 lakh. To discount we use what rate? Euro dollar deposit rate. And the amount to be deposited should be borrowed locally, converted and deposited. So how much should be borrowed? It is the amount to be deposited into spot offer rate, because going to buy at the banker's selling rate. The amount borrowed should be repaid along with the interest. The local currency borrowing should be repaid with what interest? Local currency, that is rupee, but that is domestic rupee lending rate should be used. Similarly, for receivable, it is going to be opposite, which we have discussed. Sometimes instead of me borrowing or depositing in the foreign currency, I can ask my supplier or customer to do the same and ask him to pass it on to me as discount. In that case, the strategy is called as leading strategy. Leading is similar to money market hedge, except that in the foreign currency market, I access an euro market, he accesses domestic market. Whichever is beneficial, that strategy can be adopted. We also discuss about lagging, where we have to pay today, but we pay tomorrow because the forward may be cheaper or like that. In that case, we can even think about a lagging of a payment. Netting is the best strategy where we use a receivable to settle the payables. The advantage of netting is that we don't need to convert and reconvert. Thereby we are avoiding spread. We are also avoiding the exchange rate risk. Only where you are not able to net, you have to go for the hedging strategies. And finally, how to net a timing difference. We have seen through that particular Woolworth Corporation problem where we have receivables in 6 months, payables in 3 months. How to go for the exposure netting also has been obviously discussed. Once we completed that, we discussed this particular area called as, that is disposal of forwards. Now come to the discussion. Forward can be either honored or dishonored. When I honor the forward, I can honor as planned on what? Due date. Or I can advance. Or I can extend the forward. Respond, yes or no? No. When I honor on due date, no charm, it is a normal transaction, right or not? But when I advance, when I prepone the forward, the advancement can be done before the date in which I want to go for the forward or on that particular due date. Similarly, when I want to postpone the forward also, I can do it before the due date or on the due date. These two can be done either by an importer or an exporter. That is a payable person or a receivable person. Like the forward also can be cancelled. A forward can be cancelled either before the due date or on the due date. This can also be done by importer as well as exporter. So we have 6 situations done by 2 types of persons. Hence we have how many problems? 12 problems. And we also discussed the transactions for each and every 12 situations by putting some dates and understanding it. Everybody, yes or no? Have you all gone through that and came to today's class or not? Okay, let us continue with the problems in this regard. Now, let's take question number 29. Please, here one problem is 12 sums we are going to do. It may sometimes seems monotonous because the problems will be looking similar. Always you will be asked to select rates and do it. Don't lose track, concentrate. You should only answer all these questions. I am only going to aid you in doing the solution. You should tell me the answers for each and every problem that is going to be done. The problems will be completed very soon. The answer will not be very big. It will be maximum 3 to 4 line answers only will be having in these 12 problems. Can we start or not? And this area also is very regularly asked in the examination. 1 or 2 examination problem from this slot is given in the practice problem segment of our workbook. Can we start or not? Now, take question number 29. Take question number 29. An Indian company enters into a forward agreement with a bank on 17 January 2002. Okay. An Indian company enters into a forward agreement with a bank on 17 January for purchasing 1 lakh US dollars. As on that date, the forward situation was as follows. $1 46.5400, 46.5450. Tell me how to read it. $1 is equal to 46.5400 bid rate, 46.5450 offer rate. 31st January 775 or 825. What is that? Premium or discount swap on premium. It should be added or subtracted? Add. When you add it, tell me, you will add it from which decimal? Last decimal. Are you following what I am saying? How should you add it? Plus 0.0775. Everybody, are you following or not? How to add the offer rate? Plus 0.0825. Like that one should be adding it. Right or not? Next. Like the 28th February, swap points are given. 30th March, swap points are given. Next. On 15th February, the company comes to know that it has to make yearly payment for this on 28th February and not on 30th March. The current rates on 15th Feb is as follows. Spot rate given, 28th February rate given, 30th March and 27th April. What are the charges payable by the company is the question that is being asked. Okay, now go through the problem please. All these answers will be over in no time. I want you to concentrate. If there is an exam problem, how you do it? Like that you read the question, let us discuss the answer and do it. Please go through the question quickly. Please don't talk. Go through the question. Shall I start or not? Okay. Now, participate and then you can just copy it. Okay. Listen here. Transaction date, maturity date. In a forward, it will be entering into on some date for a date maturing on a given date. So I have two transaction date and maturity date. Type of transaction, it may be a forward buy or forward sell or a spot buy, also what? Spot sell to give the counter and all, right or not? And then I want to write the exchange rate that is applicable. Here only you should apply your mind and tell. That's all. Can I proceed or not? Now, everybody, are you all here? Yes, settle down. Okay, now tell me. First, I went to the bank for the first time on which day? I went to the bank on 17th January and entered into a forward. I went for a forward buy or a forward sell. You should not look at the heading of the question and I'll tell me importer means will be buying foreign currency, etc. Question paper will not give the heading, right or not? Now SFM itself heading will not be there, right or not? So now tell me how we know we are going to have a payable purchasing 1 lakh US dollar. So I'm going to go for a buy. So I want to go for a forward buy that is maturing on which date? Which date? Yeah, 30th March. How you come to know about this particular thing? It is given in the sentence. On 15 February, the company comes to know that it has to make yearly payment for this on 28 February and not on what? 30th March. That means originally on 17 January, I went to the forward purchase expiring on which date? 30th March. Everybody respond. Are you all following or not? So now, again tell me. I went to the bank on which date? 17 January. Entered into a forward maturing on 30th March. That transaction is what? Forward buy. I go for a forward bid rate, forward offer rate. Forward offer rate. Now, look at the workbook. In that, they are given you. First table has been given or not? This table is a quotation board given in the bank on which date? 17 January. On 17 January, the transactions for various dates, the rates are given. Yes or no? I went on 17 January to purchase on which date? 30th March. I should go for a forward what rate? Offer rate. So I should be adding what? This swap point. Ennappa, right or not? Now, please tell me, take the calculator. 46. Wait, one by one, yeah? 46.5450 plus what? 0.4110. 46.5450 plus 0.4100. What is the number? What number are you going to get here? It is going to be, okay, it is 46.9550. Okay, now, I'll tell you why it is not required later. You have this in the notebook, just write and keep it. 46.9550. That will be explained the reason later. It is not required. Even if you take, you will be getting the same answer. Can I proceed or not? Next. On which day? 15 February, I went to the bank once again. I went to the bank on 15 February saying that I want the money not on 30th March. I want the money on which date? I want the money on 28 February. So that means, is the first forward helpful or not helpful? Not helpful. I should go for a new forward. I should go for what? New forward. The new forward should be expiring on what date? Expiring which date? 28 March. Now, this is the next 28 February. This is the next table. This is the quotation given by the bank on which date? 15 February. On 15 February, spot rate and various forward rates are given. On 15 February, I go for a forward transaction or not. I want a forward by expire on what day? 20 February. I should take bid rate, offer rate, offer rate. Tell me how to calculate. 46.5075 plus 0.0700. That gives you what number? 46.5775. So 15 February to what? 28 February. I went to go for a forward buy. Now only you set the exchange rate. Repeat it once again. 46.5775. Everybody, are you having the clarity or not? Now, that's all. Any more transaction? One more. Because now I'm having two forward buy or not. But I want to purchase only once. That is on which date? 28 February. I want to cancel this forward buy or not? Now, how to cancel a forward buy? By giving a counter. Yes or no? Same 15 February, I go to the bank and give a counter expiring on 30th March. I give what counter? Forward sell. Please look at the workbook and tell me how to find out the number here. It is what plus what I am having. It is 46.5775 50, that is 5025 plus what? 0.2225. Tell me what is the number here? 46.7245. This is going to be the rate. Everybody, are you following or not? No. In that case, I am having 46.7250. Can I proceed or not? No. I'll say this is not required. I'll explain that once I complete the sum. Now tell me, buying at 46.5775, I'm selling at 46.727250. Is there a gain or loss to the customer? Gain. Gain or loss to customer? Gain. Tell me what is the gain per dollar? 0.1475. His exposure is how many dollars? $1 lakh. Tell me what is the net gain is going to have? 14,750. This is the extra money he has to pay compared to the original forward. Everybody following on here, ignoring the time value of money. Ignoring what? Time value of money. This is the extra money he has to pay. Everybody following on. Apart from that, bank will levy some charges for cancellation of the transaction. Every transaction, bank will be having an exchange margin also, right or not? All these transaction charges are ignored. This is a gain or loss. Please tell me, everybody, yes or no? Those who understood, raise your hand. Okay, please copy the solution. I'll have one more discussion before I go to the next sum, because I have to tell you why it is not required. And once that is completed, then every sum I will not be taking the first transaction for some reason. Okay, now copy this quickly. Question number 29. Question number 29, huh? Question number 29. Tuesday's class, who are all absent here? Okay, try to follow as much as possible. We had an elaborate introduction to this in that particular class. We are just continuing from where we have left. One or two sums only, I'll be doing it and giving you time to copy it. From the third sum onwards, we'll be doing the solution together. You should be in a position to identify the rates and tell me the answers. Finish copying above? So there is nothing in the slide here. Please understand that 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 lines only major lines and 3 lines only 2 columns. Okay. Finish copying or not? Those who are not copy, raise your hand. Okay. Now, please help me with the numbers. I'll have a small discussion and then proceed to the next sum. Okay. What I tell for this sum holds good for all the other sums. The same question should not be asked once again. Okay. Tell me, I went to the bank for the first time. I went to the bank for the first time on which date? Tell me the date. 17 January. And entered into a forward which is maturing on which date? 30th March. It was a forward buy, a forward seller. It was a forward buy transaction, not Facebook forward buy transaction. Tell me what is the number here? You are going to go for a forward buy or not? You only calculated. I asked you to note it down or not. What is the forward offer rate? 46.1%. 5550. 46.9 9550. Am I right or not? No. This was a forward buy I made. Tell me, this is an inflow or outflow for me? Outflow for me. Now, nothing has happened means if nothing has happened, if everything happens as per the plan, I will buy this $1 lakh at what price? 46.9550. In your answer now what you have written, you made a gain of what? 0.1475. That is by preponing it to what date? 28th February, I'll be paying 0.1475 rupees less for every dollar. That's the meaning. Everybody following not? You understood the meaning of that answer first or not? What was the answer here? What is the gain in your notebook? Tell me. 0.1475. For every dollar, I gain 0.1475 rupees. Is a gain in a notebook? Yes or no? That means, instead of purchasing on 30th March, if I prepone to what? 28th February, due to the preponement, I am paying more rupees or less rupees or less rupees. How much less per dollar? 0.1475. That is what I have to prove here. Respond, yes or no? Now, see. What happens is, I want to make this 30th March to what? 28th February. I enter into two transactions to achieve that particular purpose. Wait or not? Tell me, the first transaction is on 15th February to what date? 28th February. I went for once again another forward buy. This is old forward buy. This is what? New forward buy. For how much rupees here? 46.5775. This is an inflow or outflow? Outflow. Respond, yes or no? On the same 15th February, a date expiring on what? 30th March. I went for what? Forward sell. Why forward sell? Because on this date, when I buy at this value, immediately I don't want the dollar. I want to what? Sell. For the today, so I do the hedging. It is forward sell. Tell me how much is the forward sell amount you had here? 46.7250. It's an inflow, outflow, inflow. Respond, yes or no? Now, tell me, due to the three transaction, I'll be having a net outflow or not? Two outflows and one what? Inflow. Can I add the two and reduce a third? Tell me the number here. 46.9550 plus 46.5775 plus 46.725 minus 46.7250. Add the two outflows and reduce the one inflow, because all the three I should do with the bank. Ennappa, right or not? Tell me. What the number I want to get? 46.807. That is literally I do the buying of $1 lakh at what? This particular price. Respond. Are you following or not? No. Now, had I not preponed, I would have paid how much? 46.9550. Due to preponement, ultimately I ended up in paying how much? 46.8075. Can tell me the difference between the first number and this number is going to be how much here? 46.8075 minus 46. How much? 9550. What is the number here? 0.1475. This is the amount I saved due to what? Preponement. Respond, yes or no? That's what we got in our answer also. Right? Now, in arriving that, I don't want this number. I compare only what? These two numbers. Because this number is already there. Right? This number is what? Already there. And this number gets changed by a new forward buy and a new forward sell. This extra or less only is going to be added or subtracted to what? The original transaction to get the new transaction amount. Everybody following what I am saying? That is why I said I don't require at what original rate I bought, because to know the extra to be paid or not, I should only see the incremental transaction. I need not look at what? The original transaction. Ennappa, right or not? Yes or no? That is why I wrote the first transaction as what? Not required. From now onwards, the original forward buy or original forward sell, I want the rate, I do not want the rate. They may give, they may not give. I am not worried about that, because for me, the gain or loss, the extra I pay or the extra I receive, it all depends on the new forward buy and new forward sell or spot sell is what I wanted to discuss first. Everybody accept it or not? So write down note. Write down note. Why we ignore the original forward by exchange rate. Why we ignore the original forward by exchange rate? Why we ignore the original forward by exchange rate? Why we ignore the original forward by exchange rate? Question mark. Everybody following or not? Now. Right answer. The gain per dollar of 0.1475 means the gain per dollar of 0.1475 means we pay rupees 0.1475 less. Means we pay rupees 0.1475 less. Means we pay rupees 0.1475 less per dollar. We pay rupees 0.1475 less per dollar due to preponement of the purchasing. Due to preponement of the purchasing. Due to preponement of the purchasing. This can be understood. This can be understood as follows. This can be understood as follows. This can be understood as follows. Okay. Now, write down 17.1 to 33. This need not be written for every sum. This sum alone I am saying. Okay, 17.1 to 33. 17.1 to 33. Tell me what the transaction? Forward by. The rate is 46.9550. 46.9550. Inflow or outflow? Outflow. The meaning is I have agreed to buy $1. Agreed to buy $1. On which date? 30th March. By paying how much rupees? 46.9550 rupees. Next. 15th February to 28th February. 15th February to 28th February. Forward by 46.5775. Forward by 46.5775. Answer my question. Inflow or outflow? Outflow. Outflow. Now, please tell me, after this transaction, how many times I am going to buy? 2 times. One on what? 20th February. This I am really buying to settle my supplier. Yes or no? And I am going to buy once again on what? 30th March. This dollar I want, I do not want, I do not want. If I don't want a dollar, what I should do? Sell it. Okay. I don't want to spot sell on the debt because I'm afraid about exchange rate or not. So what I do? For that today it's going to give what? A sell transaction. Everybody following or not? Now have 15th February to 30th March. 15th Feb to 30th March. 15th Feb to 30th March. 46.72 forward sell. 15th Feb to 30th March forward sell. It is 46.7250. 46.7250. Answer me, is an inflow or outflow? Inflow. I'll be getting money in. Inflow 46.7250. Now, if I knock it off, what is that here? It is 46.8075. Write down net buying cost per dollar. Net buying cost per dollar. Net buying cost per dollar. 46.8075. Net buying cost per dollar 46.8075. Can I proceed or not? Next paragraph, right? Had we not changed the plan, had we not changed the plan, we would have purchased the dollar at, had we not changed the plan, we would have purchased the dollar at, respond, we would have purchased dollar at how much rupees? 46.9550. Had we not changed the plan, we would have purchased the dollar at 46.9550. But by advancing, we purchased the same at, but by advancing, we purchased the same at, but by advancing, we purchased the same at 46.8075. By advancing, we purchase the same at 46.8075. Thus paying how much less? 0.1475 less per dollar. Thus paying 0.1475 less per dollar. Thus paying 0.1475 less per dollar. 0.1475 less per dollar. Everybody respond. Are you all following or not? Okay, write down last paragraph. Thus, to know the gain or loss, we do not require the original forward rate. To know the gain or loss, we do not require the original forward rate. We should see only the incremental transactions. The word incremental may be very crude. I mean what transaction? New transaction. I use incremental because that is the extra money or less money I pay. No, the amount is incremental. Hence I call the transaction also as what? Incremental. So we have to see only the incremental transactions. Now, I will not take so much time for every sum. Being the first sum, I did very slowly. Everybody, are you comfortable or not? Okay, now, from now onwards, first when I go to the bank, I do a transaction or not? Is the rate for the transaction required or not required? I only require the rate for the two new transaction. To see the incremental money I have to pay or not to pay. Everybody has to know the gain or loss depends only on the new forward, buy, sell, etc. and not what the original transaction. I think you are all able to understand or not? So that is what I just wanted to convey in this discussion. Can I proceed or not? No. Let's take the next question. Take question number 20. Take question 30. Okay, please. All of you participate. We are going to do this sum together. I will not show this sheet again. You should be able to identify the workbook and tell me the numbers. Okay, now. Indian company enters into a forward agreement with the bank on 19 January for selling 1.75 lakh US dollars. As on the date, the forex situation was as follows. My first question is this table required or not required? All of you answer my question. Is this table required or not required? Not required. When I went to the bank for the first time, I don't want to know what was the exchange rate because I want to only see the incremental gain or loss. Yes or no? Now, this table, if you want, you can have it, but it is not required for my solution. Everybody following or not? Now, can I proceed further? Next. On 15th February, the company comes to know that it has to receive the yearly remittance on 28th February and not on 30th March. The current rates on 15th February transactions are as follows. This table is required or not? Yes, very much required. They given you. What are the charges receivable or payable by the company? Everybody, can I person or not? If you make a gain, you will be receiving. If you make a loss, you have to pay an extra payment than the originally agreed amount. Can I person or not? Now. Can we start doing the solution together? Yes, who will look at the rate and tell me? You know, Suladia. You should tell I. Can you see it? No. Okay. Question number 30. Let's do it together. Question number 30. The columns are going to be ditto same. What is the first column? Transaction date. First column, transaction date. Second column, maturity date. Transaction date, maturity date. Third column, type of transaction. Third column, type of transaction. Last column is rate. Transaction date, maturity date, type of transaction, rate. Can we start up? Now, I went to the bank for the first time on which day? 19th Jan. To enter into a forward maturing on what day? 30th March. I went to bank for a forward purchase or sell. Is forward, sell. Though the question has given you rate, required or not required? Not required. Rate is not required. Don't ask me not required. Elaborately, just now discuss. It or not. Next. Now tell me, I want to honor the transaction as planned or I want to change the plan? I want to sell on 30th March now or I want to prepone it? Prepone it. I want to prepone it to which date? 28th February. This I came to know on which date? 15th February. Yes or no? Now, you go to the bank once again. When you go to the bank once again? 15th February. Right? 15th February. For a transaction expiring on what day? 28th February. I go to the bank on 15th February for a transaction expiring on 28th February. And I am going to go for once again what? A new forward sell. I go for a new forward sell. You should look at the first table or second table in the workbook. Second table. First table is 19th January rate. Now I'm going to go for what? 15th February. On 15th February, these are all the rates given. Now tell me, I am going to sell at bid rate or offer rate? All of you, bid rate, offer rate? Bid rate. I sell a spot bid rate or forward bid rate? Forward bid rate. Which date forward? 28th February. Now tell me, what is a spot bid rate? Everybody. I want all of you tell me how to hear the number. What is the number? 46.5025. Yes or no? Now, to this I should add how much? 0.0650. Can you take the calculator, add and tell me 46.5025, 0.0650. Guess how much it is? 5675. Please note it down. 46.5675. 46.5675. If for revision sake you want to know the calculation, you can write in bracket how I got the number 46.5025 plus 0.0650. That's only for your convenience. 46.5025.0650. That gives how much? 46.5675. Respond. Can I proceed or not? No. Can I leave like this? Because in that case, I have to sell how many dollars? 2 times I have to sell the dollars. Yes or no? One time on 20th February, I will be getting dollar, I can sell. But where to go for a dollar to sell on 30th March? I have to go for a buy. I have to go for what? Buy. That buy is accounted to what? The forward sell. In the Paradana, tell me the transaction. What date to what date? 15th February to 30th March. 15th February to 30th March. 15th February to 30th March. Answer me. Forward buy or sell? Forward buy. It is going to be forward buy. I buy at bankers what rate? Offer rate. I buy at bankers offer rate. What is spot offer rate? Tell me, everybody. 46.5075. Able to read the numbers or not? So 46.5075. Add what premium point? 0.2275. Tell me what is 46.5075 plus 0.2275 gives you what number? 46.7350. 46.7350. 46.7350. Answer me question. I am making a gain or loss or loss. And I have to sell at 46.5765. I have to buy at what? 46.7350. Tell me what is a loss per dollar here? 0.1675. The loss per dollar is 0.1675. Like this I am losing for how many dollars? The exposure is $1,75,000. The exposure is $1,75,000. Tell me the loss amount. The loss amount is how much? 29,313. The loss is 29,313. 29,313. Can you tell me what is 29,313? Don't say loss. Don't say what? Loss. That I already written. What is 29,313? I will be receiving how much rupees less? 29,313 by selling the dollar not on 30th March but on what? 28th February. Ennappa, right or not? Pudiliya, yes or no? Should I repeat? Can I proceed further? No. With this, the question number 30 has been completed. Right or not? Can I move to the next sum? Now, right, question number 31. Okay. Before going to question number 31, first stop talking. Can I proceed? Now, before I go to question number 31, how many sums out of 12 over? 2 out of 12 over. Right or not? Now, what is the common thing between the first two sums? Instead of 30th March, I preponed the forward to 20th February. This I came to know on what? 15th February itself. Respond, yes or no? I advance, which I came to know what? Yearly is what we had in this particular two problems. Right or not? Now, let's go to the third sum. That is question number 31. Can we start? Okay, now. The company has agreed on 20th Feb that it will buy on 20th April from the banker US dollar 10,000 at 44.57. Do I want this rate or I do not want? Do I require? I do not require? Do not require. Because original rate is not required. Now, on 20th March, the company approaches the bank to buy the US dollar 10,000 under the forward contract earlier entered into. The rates prevailing in the market on this date are spot rate given, April given. This April forward given on the date is a swap point forward, outright forward, outright forward. Jolly, we need not do any calculation, right or not? Next, ignoring interest, find out the amount that would be paid or received by the company on yearly delivery is the question. Can we start or not? No. Let us start with the calculation. Now, first answer my question. I went to the bank. Need not write first. I went to the bank first on which date? 20th February to buy or sell. To buy US dollar. On which date? 20th April. Okay. Now, when I went to the bank once again, 20th March, and said, I don't want on 20th April, I want what? Today itself. The aforesaid $10,000. Is the issue. Are you following or not? Yeah, correct. No. So, can we start doing the solution together? Right, question number 31. Tell me the column headings. All of you, what are the column headings here? Transaction date, maturity date, transaction type, rate. Transaction date, maturity date, transaction type, and then rate. Transaction type and then rate. Chorus, I want the answer together to know that you are all understanding. First, I went to the bank on which day? 20th February. 22. I went to the bank on 22. Entered into a forward transaction expiring on what date? 20th April. 24. Expiring on 24. The transaction type is what? Forward buy. Forward buy. The rate is given, but should I write or not? No. I need not waste my ink in writing that number. It is not required. Don't say not required consumes more. Can I proceed next step? Now, I went to the bank once again on which date? On 28th March. Now tell me, I want the dollar tomorrow or today itself. On 20th March, I want what? Dollar. That means on the day when I go to the bank, I should buy the dollar on which date? 20th March. I go for what? Buy a spot buy. 20th March, 20th March. The transaction date also same. The maturity also is what? Same. It is a spot purchase. So what buy? Spot buy. I buy at what rate? Offer rate. But what rate here? Offer rate. Spot offer rate na? Now, look at the workbook and tell me, on 20th March, a table given, no, other bank quotations on that date. Tell me, on 20th March, what is the spot offer rate? 44.4800. 44.4800. 44.4800. Answer my question. Can I go home without doing anything more? Because this I buy to settle my payable. But I have to do one more buy on 20th April or not. What to do with the dollar? I have to sell it back or not. So same day on 20th March, I enter into a transaction maturing on what day? 20th April. 20th March, a transaction maturing on 20th April. I go for what? Forward sell. I forward sell at what rate? The bank's bid rate. Tell me the bid rate here. April bid rate is what? 44.2550. The bid rate is 44.2550. 44.2550. Tell me, I am making a gain or loss? How much the loss per dollar? It is going to be 0.2250. The loss per dollar is 0.2250. And how many dollars I had exposure? $10,000. The exposure is $10,000. Tell me the loss amount. The amount of loss is 2,250 rupees. The loss amount is 2,250 rupees. Now, again I say, don't think this is the only gain or loss for you, because for every transaction you do, they charge an exchange margin. For the banker and all, everything is a new transaction. Whether you go for a counter buy to cancel or for a new transaction, they are going to charge you what? Exchange margin. They sometimes put what? Penalty charges for the forward cancellation, because based on your order, they will book some other order. Are you following not? All this will be taken into account to fix the penalties, etc. as per the FEDI rules. But still, this is the exchange rate gain or loss. Apart from that, we will be having what? The other transaction cost that will be involved. Can I proceed or not? Now, please take question number 32. Take question number 32. Can I start or not? Now. Just note the time. Now it is 7:15. Right or not? No, yes, no, Sulba. By 8 o'clock, we should have completed all the 12 sum. This should be the challenge, right? I think all have already got used to some calculations or not. Now, don't open your mouth and say, yeah, because we have done 3 sums. It is what? Similar. And every sum does not have an answer more than 4 or 5 lines, right or not? Now, let's have a target. That means you should not sleep and what? Listen. You will be on, say, par with me. Can I proceed? Now. 32, please. Shh. I can give the entire syllabus of homework, not an issue. I know how you do the homework. Homework means no work, right or not? Now, I gave covered interest arbitrage 2 sums homework, remember or not? Two-way quota 6 months I gave us homework, right or not? Those are done that. Raise your hand. Yeah. Really, yeah? Okay, now I believe it. Can I ever say it? Now. Don't talk. Shh. You're so late. Please. A company entered into an agreement with its banker on 15th March for a forward sale contract for Deutsche Mark 4000 delivery 1st July at the rate of 28.14 per mark. Tell me, this rate is required or not required? On 15th April, the company requested the bank to sell the bill for 4,000 Deutsche Mark under this contract. Calculate the amount payable or receivable to the company assuming the following rates on 15th April. Spot given, delivery on July. That is on 15th April, July forward is given. Ignore interest and penal provisions under FEDI rules. Can we start or not? Now. question number 32. Right, question number 32. Tell me the column headings. What are the column headings here? Transaction date. Let's do it together. Transaction date, maturity date, type of transaction, rate. Transaction date, maturity date, type of transaction, and then rate. I went to the bank for the first time on which date? 15th March. For a transaction expiring on what date? 1st July. I went to the bank to buy or sell Jewish mark. Sell Jewish mark. I went for what sell? Forward sell. The rate is given, but do I require it? No, it is not required. I went to the bank again on which date? 15th April. On the date I want to sell later on the day itself. On the day itself. 15th April, 15th April. I should do what sell? Spot sell. They give me the table or not? That's a table of rates available on 15th April. Tell me, on the date I should sell at bid rate or offer rate? I should sell at bid rate or offer rate? Bid rate. What's the bid rate here? 28.1025. The rate is 28.1025. On the same 15th April, I gave a counter for transaction maturing on 1st July. Same 15th April, I gave a counter for transaction expiring on 1st July. Tell me what is the type of transaction? Forward buy. Forward buy at bid rate or offer rate? Offer rate. What offer rate? Forward offer rate. Expiring on what? July. Tell me what is the July forward offer rate? 28.6550. 28.6550. I have a loss or gain? Loss. Loss per Jewish mark. Loss per Jewish mark. Tell me how much the loss here? 0.5525. Loss per Jewish mark 0.5525. For how many marks? For 4,000 marks. For 4,000 marks. Tell me the loss amount. What the loss amount? Tell me it is 2210 rupees. The loss amount is 2210 rupees. 2210 rupees. Now, stop writing. How many sums over? How many sums over here? 4 sums. Okay. What is the common thing in all the 4 sums? What the common in all the 4 sums here? I just preponed. Instead of the due date, I just made what year date? Earlier. All the 4 sums, I just what? Preponed. In the first 2 sums, the preponement was done before the date of the requirement, and the next 2 sums, the preponement is done on spot. That's the only difference. And first 2 is for payable, receivable, and the next 2 is also for what? Payable, receivable. How much out of 12 has been completed? 4 out of 12. 1/3 over. Yes or no? Now, next one go for what? Next 4 sums. Now, before I do, tell me what will be the next 4 sums all about? Number, all of you respond. It's going to be what? Extension. It's going to be what? Extension. 2 types of extension. Extension done before what? Due date. And extension done on due date. First 2 sums is what? Before due date. And next 2 sums is on due date. We're going to do the next 4 sums. Respond. Yes or no? Once they complete, the last 4 sums will be about what? Cancellation. Everybody following now? Can I proceed? Now, take question number 33. Okay. Indian company enters into a forward agreement with the bank on 17 January for purchasing 1 lakh US dollar. As on the date, the forex situation was as follows. Answer my question. The first table I want or I do not want? Answer, yeah, please. First table I want or do not want? Do not want. Because I don't want to know the rate for the original transaction. Incremental to transaction only the rate should be understood. Right or not? Next. On 15th FM, the company comes to know that it has to settle its payable on 30th March and not on 28th February. The current rates on 15 February transactions are as follows. They given you the table. Tell me, this table is relevant or irrelevant? Relevant. What are the charges payable by the company? Can you proceed or not? No. Right, question number 33. Right, question number 33. You should be applying your mind, telling me the answers. Okay, take question number 33. Okay. Tell me the column headings. What are the column heading? Transaction date, maturity date, transaction type, and rate. Transaction date, maturity date, transaction type, and then rate. Can you start or not? Now, I went to the bank for the first time on what date? 17 January. First time on 17 January for a transaction to mature on what date? 28 February. Because you can see from the wordings that we want to settle the payable on 30th March and not on what? 28 February. Originally you wanted to settle on what? 28 February. Okay. Now, what the type of transaction? Forward buy. I went to the bank to buy. So forward buy. Rate required or not required? Not required. Even though I can find it out, I don't want it. Can I proceed or not? Next. Again I went to the bank on which day? 15 February. I went to the bank on 15 February. Now, tell me, I want to buy on 28 February or later than that? Later than that. I want to have a purchase on which date? 30th March. So I entered into a transaction maturing on 30th March. 15 February to 30th March. I wanted to go for a forward buy or forward sell? Forward buy. I buy at what rate? Offer rate. Okay, now please, all of you, together tell and do the calculation. What is spot offer rate? 46.5075. What is 46.5075? Tell me elaborately. On 15 February. On what? 15 February. If I want to buy the dollar, I can buy at what? 46.5075. I want to buy on 15 February or 28 February or 30th March. 30th March. You will add what? Swap point. What swap point should be added? 0.2275. Please tell me 46.5075 plus 0.2275 and number should be told. What's the number? 46.7350. Right? 46.7350. 46.7350. Next, same 15 Feb, I give a counter to 28 Feb. So maturing on what? 28 February. I have to go for what? Forward sell. I have to forward sell. Now, please answer my question. Today is what? 15 February. So no, on 15 February, if I sell, I'll sell at what rate? So I said that bid rate. Okay, tell me the rate here. 15 to, if I sell, what is the rate here? 46.5025. I want to sell on 15th Feb or 28th Feb or 30th March or April 28th Feb. So add what? Swap point. 46.5025 plus what? 0.0650. Can you tell me the total here? 46.5675. 46.5675. 46.5675. Respond yes or no? No. Tell me, the difference is a gain or a loss? Loss. The loss per dollar is 0.1675. The loss per dollar is 0.1675. It is 0.1675. Right or not? How many dollars exposure? $1 lakh. The exposure is $1 lakh. What is the number here? 16,750 rupees. The number is 16,750 rupees. 16,750 rupees. Can I move to the next stage or not? No. Question number 33 has been completed. Take question number 34. Okay. On 15th March, K Limited entered into a forward sale contract for US dollar 5,000 with its banker at the rate of 45.05. Do I require this date or do not require it? Every time I ask you, don't answer. Do I require, do not require? Do not require. Delivery due on 15th June. On 5th May, the company requested the bank to postpone the date to 15th July. Calculate the extension charges payable to the banker assuming the following rates on the 5th May, spot rate, and also for June mid, July mid, August mid. That is, it takes you straight away to what? The mid of that particular month. Can I proceed or not? No. These are all the details given. Can we start with the solution? Right, question number 34. Question number 34. Tell me the column headings. For the first column, transaction date, maturity date, type of transaction, rate. Transaction date, maturity date, type of transaction, and then rate. Type of transaction and rate. When I went to the bank for the first time? 15th March. I went to the bank for first time on 15th March. For a transaction to end on which day? 15th June. For a transaction to end on 15th June. I went to the bank to buy or sell dollars. I went to bank to sell. What sell? Forward sell. Rate given. But do I require it? Not required. Rate is not required. I went to the bank once again during examination. Which day? I went to the bank on what? 5th May. I went to the bank on 5th May once again. Tell me. On the date I went to the bank to postpone the forward. Prepone, postpone. I wanted to sell on 15th June. Not 15th June. Not 15th June. Tell me when I wanted to tell? 15th July. I enter into a transaction expiring on 15th July. I go for a new forward sell. I go for a new forward sell. Now, please. I sell at what rate? I sell at what rate? Yeah? Bid rate. Answer, I sell at what rate? Bid rate. Now, answer my question. Today is what date? Today is what date? Yeah? 5th May. Now, in 5th May, no? Today is what date? 5th May. On 5th May itself, if you want to sell, I'll take what rate? I want to answer. Please. Just a minute. Settle down. Please. You don't understand the importance of you answering me, then we'll be getting a grip and I'll be having a flow of the discussion. Can I proceed? Now, don't be like Manmohan Singh, please. Can I proceed? Now, answer me. Can I proceed or not? Now. Or Amit Shah also. Can I proceed? Now, see. First of all, what is today? If I sell today itself, if I sell what? Today itself, I'll sell at what rate? Tell me the rate. 45. In a spot rate on 5th May is what? 45. I want to sell on 5th May, 15th July. I will go for a forward rate and not. Tell me, what the forward rate on July made? 45.04. Right? 45.04. 45.04. Now, same 5th May, I have to give a counter to what? 15th June. Same 5th May, I give a counter to 15th June. How do I give a counter to the forward sell? Forward buy. I go for a forward buy. A buy at bid on offer rate. Today if I buy on 5th May, I pay how much base? 45.02. But I want to buy on what? 15th June. What is June mid forward offer rate? 45.06. Number is 45.06. Answer me. It is a gain or loss? Loss. Loss per dollar is 0.02. Loss per dollar is 0.02. For how many dollars this is last year? $5,000. The loss is 100 rupees. Loss is rupees 100. Is rupees 100. Can I move to the next sum or not? Now. 35. How many sums are over? How many sums are over here? 6. 50% over. So how many sums are over here? 6 sums. Okay. Now, in that, last two problems are all about postponement or preponement. Extension or preponement? Extension. Now, the extension is known on the due date, before the due date. Before the due date. So the last two sums I extended not on 15th June or on due date. I extended what? Before due date. The number after the due date. Everybody yes or no? Now, next to do some, I am going to extend to the bank on what? Due date. I go and extend. Everybody can I proceed or not? Now, please take question number 35. Take question number 35. Okay. An importer bought US dollar 1 lakh 3 months forward on December 29 at a contract rate of 44.50. Required or not required? Required or not required? Delivery on March 29. On March 29, the importer requests the bank to extend the contract to April 29. On March 29, the market rates are INR to 1 US dollar, spot rate given, 1 month forward, swap point given. The swap point is ascending or descending? Ascending. Premium or discount? Premium. Added or subtracted? Added to the spot. Okay, next. Calculate the charges payable or receivable to the banker. Can we start or not? Now, please. Right, question number 35. Write the column headings. What are the column headings? Transaction date, maturity date, transaction type, and then rate. Transaction date, maturity date, transaction type, and then rate. Can we start or not? No. I went to the bank first on which date? 29 December. I went to the bank on 29 December. For a transaction to expire on what date? 29 March. Expire on 29 March. I went to the bank of forward or spot transaction? Forward. Buy or sell? Buy. Went to the bank of forward buy. Rate given but required or not required. Now, again I went to the bank on which day? 29 March. So now today is what date here? 29 March. On 29th March, I said to the bank that I don't want this on what? 29th March. I want it on what? April 29. So I am postponing on the due date to what? 1 month. I am rolling over the forward. Respond. Yes or no? In that case, tell me what is the next transaction? 29 March to 29 April. Because I want a new forward. This account I want what? 29 March. No, 29 March to 29 April. I go for once again what? Forward buy. This is the real thing I want to buy. Forward buy. Tell me, I go for a bid rate or offer rate? Offer rate. Spot or forward or forward? Tell me, what is spot offer rate? 45.05 plus what? 0.12. Gives how much? 45.17. 45.17. That is, answer my question. Today is what day? Today is what day? 29 March. If I want to buy on 29 March itself, I can buy at what price? 45.05. But I want to buy on which date? That is 29 April. Hence I add what? 0.12 swap point rate. Can I proceed? Now, can I go home or not? No. Because I am purchasing, I have to give what? Counter set. 29 March to what? 29 March. 29 March to 29 March. Spot or forward or spot? Spot sell. I spot sell at bid or offer rate? Bid rate. Tell me what is the bid rate for spot sell? 44.80. 44.80. Answer my question. Gain or loss? Loss. What is the loss per dollar? 0.37. Loss per dollar is 0.37. For how many dollars? $1 lakh. 0.37 into $1 lakh. Tell me the loss amount? 37,000. The loss amount is 37,000. Question number 35 over. Respond. Are you following or not? No. Take question number 36. Gale Company Limited had booked a forward sale contract for US dollar 2 lakhs at 45.22. Rate required or not required? A bill for collection. However, on maturity date, the company requested to extend the contract by 1 month. Assuming the ongoing market rates for US dollars are as follows: spot rate given, 1 month forward swap point given, 2 months, 3 months. What will be the extension charges payable or receivable by the company? Okay, can you start or not? Now. Right. Question number 36. Question number 36. Tell me the column headings. What are the column headings here? Transaction date, maturity date, transaction type, and then rate. Transaction date, maturity date, transaction type, and then rate. Those two words are far left. Are you following up? Can I proceed? Now. I don't know the date because Gale company went to a bank on some day. If you read the sense of the question, they went to the bank on some day for a forward contract at how much rupees? 45.22. And then on the maturity day, they said on the maturity they went for extension of what? 1 month. Without dates, the problem is doing. Respond. Are you following or not? No. If you want, you can just assume a date and do it for your clarity's sake. Can you proceed or not? No. Suppose I went to the bank on what? 1st January. Don't say holiday, the bank was open. I went to the bank on what? 1st January. For example, suppose, okay, 1st January. I went to the bank for a forward. I went to the bank for what? A forward, okay. Suppose the forward expired on 1st April. Went forward on 1st April. Don't ask me how I know these numbers. It's only what? Assumed, okay. Now, tell me I went for what? A forward sell. I went for a forward sell. For what rate? Not required. The rate is not available as well as what? Not required. Now, I went to the bank once again before the maturity date, on the maturity date, I wanted to extend the forward by what? 1 month. From here onwards, I can establish the date. Yes or no? I went to the bank on which date? 1/4. I went to the bank on 1/4. Extended the 1/4 forward to what? 1/5. I wanted to make it as 1/5. Hence, I went for what? Forward sell. I went for forward sell. Tell me, I sell at bid or offer rate? Bid rate. Now, today if I sell on 1/4 if I sell, please tell me on 1/4 if I sell, I'll sell at what rupees? 45.1925. But I sell on which date? 1 month forward. I should add a forward bid point or not? Yes. Tell me 45.1925 plus what? 0.0600. Calculate and tell me the number. What's the number here? 45.2525. The number is 45.2525. 45.2525. Please. Yes or no? Next. Same day on 1/4, but forward sell can be given a counter through what? Spot buy. 1/4 to 1/4, I give a spot buy. 1/4 to 1/4, I give a spot buy. I buy at what rate? Offer rate. What offer rate? 45.2575. 45.2575. 45.2575. Everybody yes or no? No. Can I proceed? Now, if I just find the difference, what is the difference here? Loss per dollar is equal to 0.005 or 0.0050. 0.0050. How many dollars here? 2 lakhs dollars. Exposure is 2 lakh dollars. Exposure is 2 lakh dollars. What is the loss amount? The loss amount is 1,000 rupees. The loss amount is 1,000 rupees. The loss amount is rupees 1,000. Stop writing. Everybody following or not? No. Tell me, how many sums have been completed? 8 sums. Out of how many sums here? 12 sums. That means honoring forward by preponing or postponing. Both are what? Completed. Only 4 more sums are left. Are you following or not? 4 more sums. How many minutes left? 20 minutes left. Can I proceed or not? No. See. I find always easy to teach an interest rate swap valuation or a Markov series in portfolio, etc. because it is easy to teach difficult things. These problems alone I am afraid because it gets completed quickly. Sometimes monotonous in say searching number and what? Writing. You may lose out track of what is being discussed. But I want a confirmation before I proceed. Till now, whatever I have done, 8 sums, everybody followed or not? Yes, sir. Are you all awake or asleep? Okay, now. So asleep cannot answer. I hope you all want awake. Now, are you all on track or not? No. Forget first 8. Let us start afresh. Suppose you are lagging behind, lagging. Okay, don't worry. Don't lead, don't lag. You'll be lost. Okay, now let's come along with me. Now, what happens is, forget 8 sums. Let's start afresh. What? The remaining 4 sums. All the 4 sums are about what? Cancellations. Okay. In cancellation, I will not have pre-transaction. I'll be having only what? 2 transactions. The original will be what? Cancelled. We don't have a new forward buy or sell. Everybody following or not? In that case, the difference between the original and the cancelled number will be the gain or loss payable or receivable buying from the banker. Everybody following or not? In that case, is the original rate required or not required? Required. It is what? Required. Because till now, I am protecting the original transaction by entering into what? 2 new transactions. Because how I protect original transaction? By giving a counter buy or sell and then entering into what? New transaction. The forward exists. The forward what? Exists. The extra rate only is what? Payable or receivable. But now the forward itself is going to go on. Vanish. In that case, I have to take the original rate for all my calculation. The difference is gain or loss. Everybody, can I proceed or not? Now, please take question number. Question 37, please. On September 15, please. On September 15, rupees to dollar rates were 41.15 and 41.40. Are these rates required or not required? Required. Spot. On 82.95, 3 months swap points. A firm booked a 3 months forward purchase contract for $1,50,000. On November 15, it wished to cancel the contract. At that time, the spot rate was 41.90 and 42.10, and 1 month swap rate was 20/30. How much is collectible or payable by the customer is the question. Can we start or not? No. Right, question number 37. Right, question number 37. Tell me the column headings. What is the first column? Transaction date, maturity date, transaction type, rate. Transaction date, maturity date, transaction type, and then rate. Can I proceed or not? No. When I went to the bank for the first time? 15th September. For how many months forward? 3 months. So what is 3 months here? 15 December. I went to the bank for a forward buy or forward sell? Forward buy. I went to the bank for a forward buy. Tell me, if I buy today, 15th September, I can buy at what rate? Answer, I can buy at what rate? Spot offer rate. What is spot offer rate? 41.40. But can I buy at 41.40? No. I want to buy at what rate? Forward rate. Tell me, what is 3 months forward swap point? 95. Tell me 41.40 plus what? 0.95. Tell me what is the number here? 42.35. The originally I agreed to buy on December 15 for forward contract at 42.35. Now, I went to the bank once again on what date? On what date? On November 15. On November 15, saying that I don't want to buy this. Can I cancel this? No. How to cancel this? By giving a counter. Okay. 15th November to what? 15th December. I give a counter forward sell. You know, I have to give a counter forward sell. On the date when I buy, I have to immediately what? Sell. That sell order I give today itself on 15th November. I give a counter sell. Tell me, I sell at bid or offer rate? Correct? Bid or offer rate? Bid rate. Now, look at the problem and tell me, today. Today means what? Answer it. Today means what? 15 November. On 15 November, if I want to sell, tell me the rate. 41.90. But I want to sell what? 1 month later. First swap point 20 added. 41.90 plus 0.20 gives what? 42.10. It is 42.10. Answer me. Due to the cancellation, having a gain or loss? Loss. What the loss per dollar? 0.25. The loss per dollar is 0.25. For how many dollars? $1,50,000. $1,50,000. The loss amount is 37,500. The loss amount is 37,500. Question number 37 completed. Can you move to the question number 38 or not? No. Now, we are doing question number 38 now. A customer with whom the bank had entered into a 3 months forward purchase. Tell me, it is forward buy or forward sell? Good morning, friends. Solupa. A customer with whom the bank had entered into a 3 months forward purchase. Forward buy or forward sell? For the banker, it is a forward buy, but for me, it is what? A forward sell. It is an indirect sentence given. Yes or no? No. They said, a customer with whom the bank had entered into a 3 months forward purchase contract for Swiss francs 10,000 at the rate of 27.25 comes to the bank after 2 months and requests cancellation of the contract. On this date, the rates and the rates that are prevailing are spot rate given, 1 month forward rate given. What is the loss or gain to the customer on cancellation is the question. Everybody, can we start or not? Now, tell me. Question number 38. Please write the column headings. What are the column heading? Transaction date, maturity date, transaction type, and then rate. Transaction date, maturity date, transaction type, and then rate. Okay. Have they given any number or not? No. No dates have been given. I assume 1st January. Assume to be what? 1st January. I enter into how many months forward contract? 3 months. So 1st January to what? 1st April. 1st January to 1st April. I went for a forward sell. I am the customer now. I went for a forward sell. At what rate? 27.25. I went for a forward sell at 27.25. Now, I wanted to cancel. I go to the bank after how many months? 2 months. I went for a 3 months forward. I visited the bank after 2 months. So tell me, when I enter the bank? On 1st March. On 1st March, I went to the bank to cancel the April forward or not. So I enter into what? A forward on 1st April. That should be what? Forward buy. Forward buy. I should buy at what rate? I should buy at what rate? Yeah? Offer rate. What offer rate? Forward offer rate. What is 1 month forward offer rate? 27.52. The forward offer rate is 27.52. 27.52. Tell me the difference. What is the difference amount? 0.27. Loss per Swiss franc is 0.27. Loss per Swiss franc is 0.27. What is the exposure here? 10,000 SFRs. Exposure is 10,000 Swiss francs. Now tell me, what is the loss per, that is loss amount is going to be 2,700. The loss amount is 2,700. 2,700. Everybody respond yes or no. How many more sums remaining? 2 more sums. Out of 12, how much is completed here? 10. What are the 11th and 12th sum? Tell me. Cancellation on due date. How a forward buy will be cancelled on due date? Spot sell. How a forward sell will be cancelled on due date? Spot buy. That's all. Everybody following or not? Now. But the last 2 sums, I included 2 sums involve cross rates calculation also for you to solve, because we did only 4 problems in the cross rates earlier or not. So I will be doing the cross rates computation also in that particular sum. Can we start or not? No. Please. Stop talking. On 15th January, a company booked a forward purchase contract for French franc 2,50,000 from a banker. Delivery 15 February at 8.95. That rate is required or not required? Required. On the due date, the customer requests the cancellation of the contract. Assuming French franc were quoted on London foreign exchange market as under the biggest forex market is what? London foreign exchange market. Okay. Now, spot $1, so many French franc given, 1 month forward, 2 months forward given. When you read also, ignore the number not wanted. Do I want the 1 month, 2 months forward? Not at all. Because I cancel using what rate? Spot rate. So you need not worry about the swap points. I'm only looking at what rate here? Spot rate. Now, continue. And the US dollar are quoted in the local exchange market as under on the date of cancellation. Spot $1, 44.7900 and 44.7975 rupees. Do I require the forward rates? No. I want to do the spot cancellation now. What will be the charges payable by the company, if any, or otherwise? Can we start or not? No. Let's do the problem together. Okay. Question number 39. Okay, question number 39. Same column headings. Tell me the column headings here. Transaction date. All of you, please do with me. Transaction date. Next is what? Maturity date. Type of transaction, rate. Transaction date, maturity date, type of transaction, and then rate. Now, I went to the bank on which date? Tell me the date here. 15th January. I went to the bank on 15th January. For a forward contract expiring on which day? 15 February. A contract expiring on 15 February. I went to the bank to purchase or sell. Purchase. I went for a forward buy. I bought at how much rupees for French franc? 8.95. I bought at 8.95. Here no problem. They given you the rate straight away. 8.95. Can I proceed or not? No. Answer my question. I went to the bank once again on which date? 15 February for a transaction expiring on 15 February because I want to cancel the forward buy at what rate? Spot sell. 15 February to 15 February. I have to go for a spot sell. Okay. Now, leave 4 or 5 line space and then write working note. That's right, working note. Calculation of. Working note. Calculation of. Tell me, I have to calculate spot or forward rate? Spot. Calculation of spot. I have to calculate spot bid rate or offer rate? All of you bid or offer rate? Bid rate. And I do what? Spot sell. So calculation of spot bid rate. Calculation of spot bid rate. For what currency? For rupees to French franc. For rupees to French franc. For rupees to French franc. Okay. In our Indian foreign currency market, tell me, do I have a rate for French franc directly quoted? No. They are given a quotation in our country for what? US dollar. In the London market, there is also a quotation between French franc and what? Dollars. Tell me, what is the common currency here? Dollar. Using a common currency, I should arrive at what? The cross rate. Everybody respond, yes or no? Do you all remember long ago, last month, we discussed cross rate or not? No. Tell me the equation first. What is that I want? Rupees by FFR I want. Is equal to what? Rupees to dollar into what? Dollar to FFR. Respond. Are you following or not? No. This rate, what I want is what rate here? Bid rate. Can I present not? No. If there is a direct quote available, use what? Bid rate. Otherwise what? 1 by offer gives you the bid rate. Remember, yes or no? No. Look at the next page and tell me, Spot $1 is equal to how much rupees? I want you to answer. Look at the page and tell me spot $1 is equal to how much rupees? 44.7900. Right, along with me, is equal to 44.7900. What is that rate here? It is a spot bid rate for $2 rupees into. Now, I want one French franc, how many dollars? But the question has given you what? $1. How many French franc? Ennappa, right or not? Now, what I want here is what? One French franc, how many dollars? What they given is what? $1. How many French franc? Right or not? Now, have they given direct quota, indirect quota? Now, this is the quote I want. This is the quote they given. Direct and indirect quota, indirect quote. How to find out direct quote bid rate? 1 by indirect quote offer rate. 1 by indirect quote offer rate into 1 by, tell me, what is the offer rate between dollar and French franc here? 5.0300 into 5.0300 into 5.0300. Respond yes or no? Now, if I multiply and tell me what the number here? 44.79 into 1 by 5.0300. What the number I'm going to get? 8 point. You just round up to 2 decimals now. 8.90. Okay. Tell me the number also. 90. Okay. Or concurrence, yeah. 8.904. You can have it or not? Now. So you can round off also to 2 decimals. Can I proceed or not? Now. Up to this, I think you're all doing along with me or not? Number yes or no? Can I proceed further in the slide? Now. For your benefit, I'll do the working once again. The seller dealer's bid rate is okay or not? Okay or no? Try computation of spot bid rate. Quotes are not ready available. Use what rate? Cross rates for calculation. INR to dollar into dollar by French franc is equal to 44.79 into what? 1 by 5.03 is equal to 8.90. You gave it as 8.9046, round off to 8.90. Now, write in the main table 8.90. Main table 8.90. Tell me, I have a loss or gain? Loss. Loss per French franc is 0.05. Loss per French franc is 0.05. Tell me, what is the exposure? How many French franc is the exposure? 2,50,000. Exposure is 2,50,000. Tell me, what is the loss amount? 12,500. The loss amount is 12,500. Loss amount 12,500. I want you to respond. Everybody yes or no? No. How many sums completed? 11 sums. How many more sums remaining? One more sum. Yes, now 1 minute remaining. I don't know now. Can I proceed to the next sum? Take question number 40. Take question number 40. Okay. Please. FX Limited had booked. FX Limited had booked a forward sale contract for Duishmark 50,000 delivery on 20th November at 28.95. Is it required or not required? Required. The company on the due date requested a cancellation of forward exchange contract. Assuming Duishmark were quoted in the Frankfurt market, it is in the Germany market, as under we have $1 is equal to so many Duishmark. Tell me, it is a direct or indirect quote in Germany. In the Frankfurt market, is just only a not required for this sum, just to test you. Yeah, tell me, this quote is given as a direct or indirect quote? In Frankfurt, in Germany, the dollar is a foreign currency or local currency? A foreign currency. For the local currency, Deutsche Mark. So they given 1 unit of foreign currency, so many units of what? Local currency. This is what code? This is a direct code in Germany. But the same code in US will be what? An indirect code. Ennappa, right or no? Yes or no? 1 month forward is given and 2 months forward are given. This 1 month forward, 2 months forward, number I require or do not require? Do not require. I on due date, I cancel through a spot transaction. Right or not? Next. And the US dollar are coded in the local market as under $1 is equal to so much rupees. It's a direct or indirect code? Direct code. Obviously in India also it is going to be what? Direct code. Since for us also dollar is what? Foreign currency. Frankfurt also dollar foreign currency. Mumbai also dollar is what? Foreign currency. Can I proceed or not? Now, what will be the cancellation charges if any payable or receivable by FX Limited? Everybody understanding the question or not? Now, can you start doing the solution together? Right on. Question number 40. Question number 40. Tell me, what are all the columns? Transaction date, maturity date, type of transaction, rate. Transaction date, maturity date, type of transaction and then rate. Now, they did not say when I went to the bank. Now it is how many months forward. So I don't know that transaction date some earlier day. Not long ago or one day this happened some earlier day. Some earlier day. I went into a forward purchase a forward sell expiring on what date? 20th November. I might have gone to the bank on 20th September or 20th say July anything, but the transaction expiring on 20th November. I went for a forward sell. For how much rupees? 28.95. I went for a forward sell of 1 Deutsche Mark is equal to 28.95. Now, I went to the bank again. On which date? 29th November. I went to the bank again on 29th November. So 20th November. For a transaction expiring on 20th November. Tell me it is going to be what? Spot buy. I have to go for a spot buy. Okay. Can we go for the discussion or not? No. Tell me, I have to find out the exchange rate between rupees and Deutsche Mark. Right on. Is the exchange rate straight away available or not available? Not available. I should take the help of a common currency called as what? US dollar. So we should calculate what rate? Spot. That is cross rates. Now tell me, spot buy means I buy at bid or offer rate? Offer rate. Now write on working note. Leave 3 or 4 lines space to complete this table and write working note. I hope it is question number 40 here. Okay, working note, question number 40. Okay, tell me, we have to calculate what? Rupees to Deutsche Mark. Rupees to Deutsche Mark. What rate here? Spot offer rate. You have to calculate rupees to Deutsche Mark. Spot offer rate. Spot offer rate. Can we start or not? Now, tell me the equation first. Rupees to Deutsche Mark is equal to what? Rupees to dollar into dollar to Deutsche Mark. Okay. The rate I want is what rate? Offer rate. If the quotation is straight away available, in the offer rate. If it is the other way around, what you should do? 1 by bid rate will give you the offer rate. Right or not? Tell me. $1 how many rupees given? 1 rupee how many dollars given? Question la. $1 how much rupees? So can you take the rate straight away or not? Tell me. What is spot offer rate for rupees dollar? Tell me the number. Is it how much rupees? 1%? 44.61 6200. 44.6200. I should have the spot offer rate now into what I wrote here. Okay, 6200. Now into, tell me, they have given $1 how many Deutsche Mark or 1 Deutsche Mark how many dollars? $1 how many Deutsche Mark? Respond, yes or no? In that case, I want 1 Jewish mark, how many dollars? So I have to find out what? Indirect code. That means 1 by what rate? Offer rate is 1 by bid rate gives me what? Offer rate. Tell me what is 1 by bid rate into 1 divided by the bid rate is what? 1.5150. Okay. If I multiply and simplify, can you tell me the number I am going to get? What's the number? 1%? 29.45. It is 29.45. The rounding off gives you 29.45. It is 29.45. Everybody respond yes or no? No. Okay. I just calculated once again what it is in the working note. 29.45. Right in the rate 29.45. Gain or loss? What the loss per Jewish mark? 0.50. Loss per Jewish mark is 0.50. What is the exposure I am having in Jewish mark? 50,000. Jewish mark exposure is 50,000. What is the total loss? 25,000. The last total is 25,000. Everybody, are you following or not? With this, we complete these 12 sums relating to what? Disposal of forward contracts. Please. Next. Give the heading dealer's desk. Give the heading dealer's desk. See. From this area, a question has been asked once in the examination, and in the last attempt RTP also they have included one more question in that particular slot. Both the types of problems has been covered in our workbook. Okay, now we will have a little bit lengthy introduction for this dealer's desk. Once the introduction is over, we will be doing the problem. After the problem is completed, I will give you the notes for the introduction, because a part of the introduction I will be able to complete only with the help of the numbers after the problem has been completed. So 90% will be given through introduction and 10% will complete the introduction itself after doing the first sum, and then giving you the notes in that particular regard. Okay, now this dealer's desk area, I am going to give the introduction in 3 stages. How many stages? 3 stages. Okay, see. From the day I started the batch till today, we have been always speaking about the customer, right? Another party also there is a dealer, right or not? How we deal in foreign currency, the bankers or the brokers or the authorizers also deal in what? Foreign currency. From their viewpoint also, one should be having at least some idea what they are doing. Are you following? Because we take up employment not only with the corporates, we also go for the employment with what? Banks also. From their side, we have to see how they are going to deal with the foreign currency. Whatever concept discussed will be applicable to them also, right or not? But there is something more they do about which we are going to discuss now in the area called as dealer's desk. Because how we can enter into a forward, they can enter into a forward, yes or no? How I can do money market hedge, they can also do what? Money market hedge. How I can have a currency swap, banks also can go for what? Currency swap. Even government goes for what? Currency swap for oil bills and all. Are you following or not? In that case, again I say, whatever we discuss for the customer will be discussed for what? Banker also. That is not an issue, but that is something the extra the banker does because he is a person who is daily dealing in that foreign currency. He is a main person in the foreign currency trade. Are you following or not? When I say banker, I say not only banks, I say what? The foreign currency dealers, mainly the banks only deals in the foreign currency. Hence I use the word banker. Everybody following or not? Now, see. I am the customer, you are the banker. Accepted? Let's keep it. I am the customer, you are the banker. What happens is, I exported goods for $1 lakh and I received $1 lakh. I'm going to say I have received what? $1 lakh. What I did, I sold the $1 lakh to you. I sold the $1 lakh to you. Tell me, for me risk over, right? Yes or no? Because it has become what? Rupees. For me the risk is over. For you the risk starts, right? And what happens? My dollar has what? Come to you. Now you are having $1 lakh. Right or not? Something like somebody gave me a snake. Why did I thrown to you? Reckon what I am saying? In that case, now I don't have it. Who is having the snake? Yeah, you are only having. It will bite you only. Or you will falling or not? Then what you should do? Throw it to some other person. That's all. Or not. As simple as that. Because when I sell you the dollar, you buy from, you are the banker, na? You buy from the dollar or not? What do you do? You just look at any other person coming or not. When he comes, give him the dollar. Are you following what I'm saying? So, in that case, bank tries to avoid its exposure by finding a counter buyer for a seller and counter seller for what? Buyer on a day-to-day basis. Are you following or not? In this process, the bank is eliminating its risk because it is only acting as a pass-through. Only acting as what? Pass-through. It gets the foreign currency and then what? Sells the foreign currency. It is not only passing the currency risk, it is also what? Earning spread on that response. Yes or no? This is the best thing that can happen to a banker. Daily, the banker sells foreign currency as well as what? Buys foreign currency. If the buy and sell exactly what? Is equal or offset, the banker is very happy, goes to sleep peacefully on that day. Yes or no? But it may not happen because for every buyer, that need not be what? A corresponding seller coming to the bank on day-to-day basis. Are you following or not? So what happens is, in a given period, it may be one day or in a fortnight, they always take stock of what has happened. The banker will end up with a overbought or oversold position. Yes or no? Let's take a fortnight as a period. 15 days, let's take it as what? Period. Every 15 days, they look at their ledgers. It's like a purchase sales register. They look at the ledger and see what has happened. They may end up in what? A overbuy or what? A oversell portion. Yes or no? You'll be having an overbought or oversold portion for the banker. Right or not? Now, when it is overbought or oversold, for both, they're having an exposure. When I overbought, we are afraid about fall of what? Exchange rate. When I go to sell it, yes or no? When I oversold, I am afraid of what? Yeah, increase in exchange rate. When I go to what? Buy it. So anyhow, where it is overbought or oversold, the bankers are not liking that portion to be in the books for long. I will find not now. What happens is, every fortnight, the bankers want to square off their position. Want to what? Square off their position. Why they have overbought, oversold? Because their buy customers is not equal to what? Sell customers. Is that right or not? Yeah, correct, huh? Now, what they do is, if they are not able to buy or sell with their customer exactly, they buy or sell with the banks each other. Are you following what I am saying? Something similar to call money market. Are you following? So what happens is, if I have an overbought position, if I have what? Overbought position, I go to the currency market. I go to what? The interbank currency market or even international currency market, and what I'll do, I'll go there and sell it. Are you following? So when I have a overbought position, I should go for what? Sell. I go to the foreign currency market and what? Sell it. When I say I mean what? Banker. The banker approaches another banker, either in what? US or a London foreign exchange market, and then what? Go for a sell. Or even in local interbank market, when I find out a corresponding banker, it can be done through phone lines. Are you following or not? So in that case, a overbought banker will be what? Selling, and another oversell banker will be what? Buying. But now, when you go to the interbank market, what happens is, I am not a banker, I become a customer, right or not? I become what? Customer. In that case, I will sell at what rate? The interbank market's bid rate. I'll buy at what rate? Interbank market, offer rate. Something similar to wholesale market, retail market. You are the retailer, I am the banker, that is what? You're a wholesaler, yes or no? Now I am a shop here, you are my customer, there's a wholesaler or not? Now, what happens is, I'll just buy from one customer, sell to another customer, buy from another customer, sell to another customer, and so on. At the end of a given period, I may be overbuying or what? Overselling. For the closing that, I have to only go to what market? Wholesale market. For the wholesale market, this bank is a customer, right or not? So I have to go there and buy and sell at what? A bid rate or offer rate. As how a customer does with me. Are you following what I'm saying? Only difference is, here the spread may be in 2 decimals. That's between what? A 4th decimal or 5th decimal. Everybody follow what I am saying? So this transaction which the bank does to cover its overbought, oversold portion, we call it as covered deal. We call it what deal here? Covered deal. Always for a covered deal, the banker becomes what? Customer. One exam question has been asked. Everybody following or not? So this is segment number 1, discussion over. Okay. Now, I'll discuss another segment. Link will be given in the 3rd segment. The link can be obtained only after doing a problem. I said 3 stages, no? The first stage what we discuss is called as exchange position. Called what position here? Exchange position. That is buying exchange, selling exchange. The exchange position can be overbought or oversold, which the banker tries to avoid by doing what? A cover deal in the international currency market. Are you following or not? Okay, forget this. I go to the next area called as cash position. What position? Cash position. See, forget foreign currency and all. I give you 10,000 rupees. What you will do? Spend in Sonaria. Okay. Now, I will give you 10 crore rupees. What you will do? One day you cannot spend. Is or no? Now. Even Rajinikanth, it took so many days for him to stand in one movie. I don't know now. So now tell me. I give you, for example, 10,000 rupees. What you will do? You will go and deposit in the bank. Yes or no? I ask you 10,000 rupees. What you will do? You issue a check from your bank. Right or not? Now, each one of us do not keep currencies in our pocket. Right or not? The currencies are there in what? Bank accounts. When I say I have 10 lakh rupees cash, it means what? I don't have a hard cash of what? 10 lakh. The 10 lakh is there in what? My bank account, in a savings account or something. Everybody has to know. If you give me money, a deposit in that account, if you ask me, I just what? Withdraw money and give from that account. Right or not? Same way only, banks also operates. Okay. Now, how currency is so valuable to you? For the banks, foreign currency is valuable. Are you following or not? Bank is foreign currency is what? Valuable. When I sell the banker, you are the banker now. When I sell you $10,000, what you will do? You will deposit in a dollar account. Yes or no? When I ask you, please sell me $10,000, will withdraw from the dollar account what? Sell me. Everybody following or not? So, any day when a customer sells foreign currency to the banker obtains the foreign currency, does not keep it in his pocket, nor does have a currency chest in what? Dollars. He is putting into what? A bank foreign currency account. Yes or no? Similarly, when I ask a banker to sell me foreign currency, he will withdraw the dollars from his what? Bank account and then give you response. Yes or no? That means, from this you should know that every bank dealing in dollar should be having a dollar account or not. This dollar account maintained by a bank will be with a bank in India or a bank in USA. Because the home currency, what I said, the dollar is home currency in which bank here? US bank. I may open an account with a City Group or what? A bank in US. So that account we call as Nostro account. We call as what account here? Nostro account. Nostro account means a foreign currency account maintained by a bank. A foreign currency account maintained by a bank with the bank for which the currency is what? Home currency. Are you following? Correct? Now, what is Nostro account? A foreign currency account maintained by a bank with the bank for which the currency is what? A home currency. If I maintain a dollar account with what bank? US bank. It is what account here? Nostro account. Nostro dollar account I say. Yes or no? Like that. A bank. Suppose State Bank of India will be very frequently trading maybe in dollars, maybe in pounds, maybe in what? Euros and maybe in what? Yen. Are you following not? And these are the four very famously traded currencies. Even in a futures exchange also, these four currencies are what? Traded. So now, the State Bank of India regularly trades in these four currencies or not? So they will be having how many Nostro accounts? Minimum 4 accounts. Okay, they should be having a dollar account, a pound account, a euro account and a yen account. Yes or no? The dollar account will be having with what? A US bank, like a City Group. Yes or no? They will be having a pound account with what? A bank like Barclays. Why not? In that case, they will be having what? With a Dutch bank, they will be having what? An euro account and so on. Yes or no? If I open a Dutch bank here account in rupees, it is not Nostro. I had to open in what? Euros. Are you following what I am saying? In that case, the State Bank of India will be opening what? 4 accounts, one for each currency. Even for dollar, they can have what? 2 accounts. One with the City Group, another with what? Another Bank of America and so on. In that case, they can even have what? Multiple accounts. But the only thing is, if I maintain a foreign currency account with a bank for which the currency is what? Home currency, that account will be called as what account? Nostro account. Everybody yes or no? Can I proceed? No. Like that, US bank may open a rupee account with us or not? That is called as Vostro account. What account here? Vostro. V-O-S-T-R-O. That is Nostro. This is what? Vostro. What is Nostro for me is what? Vostro for them. What is Vostro for me is what? Nostro for them. Innappa, right or not? No. This is what we call as what? Nostro account and then Vostro account. Innappa, can I proceed or not? Can I proceed further? No. See. Let's go to the next discussion here. State Bank of India is having a dollar account with Citigroup. Yes or no? Now, every time you are the State Bank, I am the customer. I sell you dollars. What you will do? You will deposit dollar in what? Nostro account. I am purchasing dollars from you. What you will do? You will withdraw dollar from that account and then what? Sell me. Clarity irukappa? So, whenever you purchase dollar, you credit the Nostro account. Whenever you sell the dollar, what you do? You debit your Nostro account and then do the transaction. Right or not? Can I proceed further? Now, here what happens is, there may be credits, debits on what? Daily basis. And the Nostro account may end up with a net debit or net credit on a given day. Yes or no? Net credit, now positive balance. Net debit means what? Negative balance in a bank account, like a OD balance. Are you following what I am saying? Now tell me, net credit, that is, they have to maintain a balance in the account or not. Now, in all our accounts, they have minimum balance or not. Like that, they may be maintaining what? Balance in Nostro account is like a current account. Are you following not? Now, if the balance, I should fix a target. I should fix what? Target. And every time, after 15 days, I will review my position and come to reach the target. Are you following? Suppose I say, my Nostro account balance should be $10,000. Should be how much? Yeah? $10,000. After 15 days, if my Nostro account is having what? $15,000 credit, I am having $5,000 extra or not? What I will do? I will sell the dollar in the international market. Are you following? Suppose on the day the Nostro account shows only $2,000. What is my impress system? 10,000. What I will do? I buy dollars, put in that account. Everybody follow what I am saying? And in that case, tell me the target position should be very huge, very small. The problem is when I have a huge balance in the Nostro account, it is idle money. It is what? Idle money, because the account will not give me any interest. Are you following? I cannot keep always $10 lakh as what? Balance in the account, because the account is what? Non-return giving account. In that case, I will try to keep only minimum balance in the account. Respond, yes or no? Can I keep no balance or negative balance? No. Because when I have a negative balance on the OD, they are going to charge me what? Interest. Isn't that correct? No. what bank does is, every time when they complete a fortnight or something, they do a demand forecasting. They do what? A demand forecasting for the next period. What will be the likely sales and what? Purchase. Based on that, they'll keep the balance in the non-stock account. Like how you keep a stock. Are you following? You should not overstock. Now should you what? Understock. Your stock level will be fixed based on demand supply forecasting. Right or not? Like that. The banks, they will be having what? Economists. They'll be doing what? The demand supply forecasting for what? The next period and fix the target balance and try to achieve that. Everybody following or not? So in that, the balance should not be too less because it may lead to what? OD. It should not be too heavy because it may lead to what? Loss of interest. In that case, but fix the optimum balance will be given in the question. Everybody following? Is a stage 2 discussion. Tell me yes or no. Now, don't worry. Everything will be what? Linked. But I have to tell you in the beginning before I go into the problem. That's why the introduction is a little bit longer. Okay. Now, 2 issues we discussed. Stage 1 is bank will be buying and selling foreign currencies from the customers. I don't know. So, daily it will be having a buyer as well as seller. At the end of a given period, the bank will end up with what? Overbought or oversold position. This is going to be countered by doing a deal called as what deal? Covered deal. In which market? International currency market. Point number 1 over. Yes or no? Forget about that. Next. Whenever I sell or buy foreign currency in the bank, what the bank will do? Whatever currency purchase, it deposits in what? An account called as non-stock account. Whatever to be sold will withdraw from the account and what? Sell it. Everybody following not? In that case, daily the accounts will be having inflows, outflows, credits and then debits. So the account will show at the end of a given period a net debit or net credit. Bankers will fix the target balance. Fix what? The target balance. To reach the target balance, whatever is required, they will be doing it. How it will be done, we will be seeing in the problem later. Everybody following or not? Now, let me go to the last discussion and then we can go for the problem. After the problem, I will be giving you the notes for what has been discussed now. Even if you hastily follow, no need to worry. After doing problems and after writing notes, you will be having a grip over it. Can I proceed to the next stage or not? No. See. Now, there are 4 foreign currency transactions very popular. More are there, but 4 are. I am not foreign currency, I am saying currency transactions. TT transaction, DD, forward and bills. These are the 4 transactions. What are 4 transactions here? TT, DD, forwards and then bills. Okay. When I say TT, it is simply spot. The word TT means what? Spot. That is, the delivery will be taking what? Immediately. Spotly different categories are there. The normal spot is the transaction takes place today, delivery takes place after 2 days. They may take 2 days for settlement. Okay, there is also one type of spot also. Number right or not? Now, sometimes the spot may happen what? Same day, which I call as what? That particular day rate itself, or can also happen what? Tomorrow, they call it what? A Tom rate or tomorrow's rate and so on. So, but everything I call as what? TT only, we have called it as spot. 2 days doesn't matter for us. Everybody follow not? So, there are some transactions which are spot purchase and spot sale. Yes or no? Those transactions, they call as what? TT transactions. The spot, yes or no? Can I proceed or not? No. It includes what? The credit cards, swipe payments, etc. in the foreign currencies. Can I proceed further? Next. DD transaction means I pay rupees, purchase a dollar DD. I pay rupees and what? Purchase a dollar DD. But the bank need not pay the dollar immediately. They only give a DD. Right or not? Only when he presents the DD to the concerned person, when he encashes only, the DD will be going from the bank. Are you following not? The bank is going to have a float. Right or not? ரொம்ப simple here. Suppose you are going to join a university in America. Okay. Now you are having a fees of $10,000 DD payable. What you will do? You come to me, State Bank of India, pay rupees and take what? A DD for $10,000. I have sold you dollars. Right or not? I have sold you dollars, but still dollars with me. Right or not? When the dollar goes out of State Bank of India, only when the university presents a dollar for payment with their bank and the outward remittance what? Goes out of the country. Everybody follow what I am saying? In that case, in DD transaction may take place today. The settlement takes place on the date of what? Presentation. Respond yes or no. Same way for bills also. Same way for what? Bills also. Very simple. Yeah, bank is purchasing foreign currency bill. Purchasing what? Foreign currency bill. How? Because you are an exporter. You are my customer. You are an exporter. You are having a 3 months $10,000 bill. That means tell me the $10,000 bill is receivable by you after how many months? 3 months. What you can do? You can do discounting of the bill with the bank or not? Yeah, correct, huh? So you can what? Sell the bill to me today itself. I'll pay you rupees and purchase the $10,000. Right or not? But the amount I pay may be what? Much more lesser. But I purchase $10,000 today or not? Tell me. When I purchase a $10,000 today, will I get the $10,000 today? No. I'll get only on what? Maturity date of the bill. Right or not? Yes or no? Same way, forward transaction. When you go for a forward transaction takes place today, the settlement takes place what? Tomorrow. That should be understood. Everybody following up? Now, you may wonder, sir, why you are discussing about all these 4 transactions now? A question arises now. Now, see, I have discussed 2 stages. One is exchange position and another is cash position. One is what? Exchange. Another is what? Cash position. Exchange position, I have 2 things. I have a buy, I have a sell. Cash position also I have what? 2 things. I have what? A debit, I have credit. This is what I call as what account? Nostro account. Respond. Are you all following or not? Now, see, I'll take one by one the example. I am the State Bank of India. You are my customer. You can do any one of the 4 transactions with me. Am I right or not? Now, let's take one transaction. Suppose you are selling me $10,000. Yes, what is selling me? $10,000. TT means what sell? Spot sell. Now, in that case, when you do a spot TT, spot sell, it will be a sell transaction or not? Yes. I'll write in a sell transaction. Everybody following or not? Now, as soon as you, you are selling me, so it is going to be what transaction here? Buy transaction. Sorry, it is going to be buy transaction. You are my customer. You sold me what? $10,000 spot. So you sold me $10,000 or not? I'm having a spot purchase or not? So for the bank, it is going to be what? Spot buy. I put here. Yes or no? Now tell me, is the $10,000 available for me or not? Yes. I immediately what? Credit in Nostro account. Everybody following or not? This is like a purchase sales register. It's like a bank passbook. Are you following? You know, all sales are purchased. Need not result in what? The cash collection or the cash payment. Everybody follow what I am saying? Now, next item. Now, same thing. You are not. That is, you are going to have a bill discount. Having what? A bill discounter. You are discounting a foreign currency bill. I am a bank. I am purchasing from you the foreign currency or not? Now your bill is able, you are transferring to my name. Yes or no? I am purchasing what? Foreign currency. I will write in what? Buy foreign currency. But it will not affect my Nostro account. No, because I have bought the bill only. I have not got what? Currency. It will hit my Nostro account only when the bill is what? Presented for payment. Everybody, are you following or not? Remember clarity? Now, the third item is, for example, DD. You are my customer. You are taking a DD with me. You are taking what? A foreign currency DD with me. For you it is a purchase or sales or purchase. For me the bank it is what? Sale. I have sold you a foreign currency DD or not. So what I will do? I write in sales. Okay. Immediately will my Nostro get debited up? No. The Nostro will be getting debited only when the party presents what? DD for payment. It will not affect the Nostro account. Everybody, are you all following what I am saying? Now, forward. You do a forward buy with me. You do what? You are an importer. You do what? Forward buy with me. I am the banker. I am doing what? Forward sell. It is also selling a foreign currency or not. So what I do? I write in what? Sell. But will it debit my Nostro account? No. It will debit only on the date of what? Forward. So the Nostro will not be here for the 3 transaction bill, DD and then what? Forward. Spot only affects both immediately. Are you following what I am saying? Now, when this bill will affect the Nostro account when the bill is realized. When the DD will affect the Nostro account, when the DD is presented. When the forward affects Nostro account on the due date. Everybody, are you following what I am saying? In that case, this is how the cash position and exchange position are connected with each other. Everybody following on. One last point to discuss is that which I will discuss after the problem is completed. To some extent, are you following what is happening? Okay, now, first of all, for every foreign currency buy, the bank searches for what? A foreign currency sell. The buy and sell offsets each other. The position is 0. If not, the bank will end up with what? Overbought, oversold position. Overbought means what? They go for a sell in the international market. Oversold means buy. There they enter in the market as a customer. Everybody following on? Next. Point number 2. Nostro account is an account, foreign currency account maintained by a bank with another bank for which the currency is a home currency. The Nostro account will be debited when I withdraw the foreign currency from that. It will be credited when I just what? Deposit. The Nostro account will show a net credit or net debit balance. Huge credit balance not good because it is an idle fund. Huge debit balance also not good because OD is charged with interest. We always try to maintain a target Nostro balance. Next is, there are 4 transactions generally. There are so many, but the 4 popular in the examination. One is TT, bill, DD, and then forward. TT means spot. The remaining 3 does not affect the spot immediately. When a spot sell, what happens? The Nostro will be debited. When a spot buy, the Nostro will be what? Credited. The spot. Are you following what I am saying? Because when I sell foreign currency, I have to withdraw and sell. When I buy foreign currency, I will buy and deposit. Respond. Are you following not? But regarding forward buy and forward sell, DD sold or the bill discounted, the problem is the buy and sell happens today, but the Nostro will be affected in what? A given future date. So this is that is why the net buy and sell need not be equal to what? The net debit and credit in the Nostro account. Is the next stage discussion. One more small point needs to be discussed. We will be doing after the problem is completed. Respond. Are you following or not? With this we complete the introduction to this area called as dealer's desk. Can I start doing 1 or 2 sums in this regard or not? Now. Please take. Take question number 42. Stop talking. Page number 17, question number 42. 42, 43, 44 deals with the dealer's desk. We'll try to complete the 3 sums in today's class, then I'll leave you. Okay. If you don't worry, if we have time, we can do one more sum. Can you see? Now, take question number 42. Now. You, as a dealer in foreign exchange, have the following position in Swiss francs on 31st October 2004. Balance in Nostro account, credit 100. Positive or negative balance? Positive balance. Passbook credit means what? Positive, na? Same way. Opening position overbought 50. Purchased a bill on Zurich 80, sold forward TT. TT may be spot, but it's going to be what? Forward only they mean. Okay, next. Forward purchases cancelled. Remitted by TT. Draft on Zurich cancelled. Expected closing balance in Nostro. They just fix a target credit. Expected closing overbought position is 10. The last 2 numbers are target balances they want to have in that particular period. Can you start doing the sum or not? No. I will do it and then give you time to copy it. Please participate. Can you proceed up? No. We should open 2 statements. One is exchange position and is what? Cash position. How you have purchase sales register and then what? A bank passbook. Wait or not? Same way, I'm going to have an exchange position and then a cash position. Can we start or not? Now, please. Okay. Participate, particulars, purchase, sales. No need to copy, please participate. Next time we'll do it together. Okay. Now, first, opening balance. When I open this particular period, this period started where a overbought or oversold portion. What is overbought here? 50. That is nothing but net purchase. Going to be what a net purchase. Overbought means what? Net buy. I write in purchase 50. Everybody, are you following order? Open. The last period, I purchased more than what I sold. So this period started with what? Over purchases. I write in purchases 50. Respond yes or no? Now, one by one. Purchased a bill. Purchased a bill. A bill receivable in foreign currency, you want a purchased. Okay, tell me, it is a purchase of foreign currency, a sale of foreign currency, a purchase. So a purchase or bill, tell me, how many Swiss franc? 80. I write in purchases. Everybody following on? Now, don't worry about NASTO. So simply say what? Purchase sales in the exchange portion. Can I proceed? Now, next is sold forward TT. Forward TT is forward only. Forward TT is what? Forward only. Just simply understand it. Tell me, I am selling foreign currency, buying foreign currency, selling foreign currency. Suppose I am the bank in India. My foreign currency is what? Swiss francs. I am selling what? Swiss franc. How many Swiss franc I am selling? Tell me. 60. It is the purchase or sales? Sales. I write in sales. Respond. Yes or no? No. Forward purchase now is cancelled. Tell me, how the forward purchase will be cancelled? Through forward sell. Through forward sell. Or it may be also what? Spot sell. Respond. Or you'll follow what I'm saying. It will be cancelled through what? Sell. That you all know. Just don't discuss about disposal of forward. Right or not? If I cancel before due date, I'll give what? Forward sell. If I cancel on due date, I'll give what? Spot sell. That's all. Everybody follow not? So, when I cancel the forward purchase, I write in purchase or sales or sales. How much is sold here? It is going to be 30. Because no transaction will be cancelled. Only the counter will be given. In the right or not? No. Next item is what? Remitted by TT. TT means what? Spot. Remitted means what? Given out. The word remitted means what? Given out. When I give, that means buying or selling or selling. So remitted by TT is what? Selling. What is the selling of foreign currency? 75. Respond yes or no? No. Next is what? Draft cancelled. Earlier, I gave a draft. SBI gave its customer a Swiss franc draft. Yes or no? The customer says, I don't want the DD, give me the money back. Now, what SBI will do? Buy back. So, how I cancel the draft here? I cancel the draft by what? Purchasing it back. Everybody, are you following or not? No. That's all. Everybody following or no? Very simple. Tell me the purchases total. This period, it may be for a month. The purchase is going to be how much here? 160 Swiss francs. What the sale that has happened? 165. Tell me, I ended up this period with a overbought, oversold, oversold. I'm having a oversold 5 Swiss francs. Keep this in mind. I'll come to the target later. Everybody following on? So my position at the end of this month is, I have an oversold portion of what? 5 Swiss francs in my exchange position. Everybody following or not? Did you understand this? Now, forget this. Next is what account? Nostro account or cash position. I'll be having buy, sell, debit, credit. Debit and credit. Okay. Now you should not think about buying and selling. You should think about what? Coming. Swiss franc coming into my account, Swiss franc withdrawn from my account. That's how you should be thinking it. Can I proceed or not? Now, first, opening balance is debit or credit? Credit. How much credit? Everybody following up? Now, I'll ask you one by one. First, okay. Purchase bill. Okay. Bill purchased. That means what? I am going to buy Swiss franc. Okay. Tell me, it will be debited or credited or no effect. Because I will be getting the Swiss franc only on the time of what? Presentation. Rumba simple. You are my customer. The exporter goes to the, as a person say there, what happens is, you are going to give me, that is, you are going to have what? Bill in hand, bill receivable, which you discount with me. The bill is how many Swiss franc here? 80. Okay. Now tell me, Can I get the 80 Swiss franc immediately? No. Only when the bill matures, I'll present and what? Realize money. Are you following what I'm saying? Now, will it affect the nostro or will not affect the? Will not affect the nostro. Leave the transaction. Right or not? Next. Forward TT will affect the, will not affect the, will not affect. Forward will affect only on what date? Due date. So leave it. Next. Forward purchase cancel will affect the, will not affect the, will not. Because when I do the forward also, will not affect. When I cancel also what? Will not affect. Yes or no? ரொம்ப simple, yeah. I made a forward sell. I cancel through what? Forward buy will not affect. I make a forward sell. I cancel through what? Spot buy will not affect because on this date I am going to buy as well as what? Sell. The account get unaffected. Ennappa, right or not? So the forward entering also will not affect. Cancellation also what? Will not affect. Respond. Are you following or not? Next. Third transaction is what? Remitted by TT. TT will affect or not? Yes. Remitted. I am buying or selling or selling. Where can I get a Swiss franc? Withdraw from the nostro account and then what? Sell it. So I should be debiting or crediting or debiting. How much should be debited? 75. Ennappa, yes or no? My last one, are you following? Last. I am asking you all, yes or no? Okay. In the side. Because I am not blaming you here. I am not seeing you very frequently. Hence you may be lost in some Facebook or something. So asking you, can I proceed or not? No. Tell me. Because if you don't see my face, you see what? Facebook. Can I proceed? No. Next. Now. Draft on Zurich is cancelled. Affect will not affect the will. When draft is issued also will not affect. Before it gets realized, just what? Cancelled also will not be affecting. And this is all the transaction. Tell me what is the debit in nostro? 75. What the credit here? 100. Net debit and net credit? Net credit. What net credit is going to be? 25. Up to this, are you following or not? No. Answer my question. What is my exchange position? 5 oversold. What is my cash position? 25 credit. That means my nostro account is having 25,000 Swiss franc on credit balance and I'm having what? 5 oversold. Can I proceed to the next stage or not? No. Do I want this balance or I have a different target? What is the expected nostro balance I want? What is the expected cash position? It's going to be what? A 10 over bar. Now, see. I want a balance of 30. But I have only how much? 25. What I should do to make it as 30? Buy 5,000 Swiss francs more. I have to buy what? 5 Swiss francs more. Can I proceed or not? No. This I buy in what market? International currency market because I have not found the customer. Hence I go for what? The international market. So that strategy is, since we require an extra credit of Swiss franc 5 in nostro account, we should make a spot purchase of the same. Why should I not make the forward purchase? Because when I make forward purchase, nostro will not be affected. Yes or no? I have to go for what purchase? Yeah, spot purchase. Point number 1, yes or no? So now my strategy is, I should buy what? 5 Swiss franc in the spot market and put it into the nostro account to make the balance 30. Right or not? Tell me, currently my exchange position is 5 oversold. Right or not? But now what it is, in the spot market, I purchase what? 5. In that case, what is my exchange position? 0. What is my target exchange position? It should be 10 over bar. 0 is my exchange position. I want to make it as what? 10 over bar. How to buy it? Spot buy or forward buy? If you do spot buy, it once again disturb my what? Nostro gone. Then I have to go only for what? Exchange. So it will be a cycle. Yes or no? So it should not affect nostro. Still it should affect what? Exchange. What I should do? Forward buy. So what I will do? I will forward buy. So what I will do? I forward buy 10 Swiss franc. That means the bank today will go to the London market or any money market, and there what they do, they're going to do 2 things. One is what? They're going to sell Swiss franc. They're going to also what? Buy Swiss franc. They sell how many Swiss franc? 5 Swiss franc on spot basis and buy what? 10. Due to this, they'll be achieving a 30 and 10 over bought and 30 credit position. Everybody, are you following or not? Yes or no? With this, we complete this particular sum regarding the cash position versus exchange position. No. Please copy this before you have a brief notes in this regard. Right? Dealer's desk. Question number 42. Dealer's deck, question number 42. Finish copying, huh? You decide your last line. Exchange position in Swiss franc is 5 oversold. Exchange position in Swiss francs is 5 oversold. Exchange position in Swiss franc is 5 oversold. Shall I put the next slide down? Those are not copied, raise your hand. Shall I proceed? No. Finish copying, huh? Those who are not copy, raise your hand. I'll do the last line. Since we require an extra credit of Swiss francs 5, since we require an extra credit of Swiss francs 5 in nostro account, Swiss francs 5 in nostro account, we should make a spot purchase. We should make a spot purchase of the same. We should make a spot purchase of the same. Can I proceed or not? Next. Exchange position final. Already have 5 oversold. Since I did a spot purchase of 5, it has been 0. But I want the position as 10 overbought, so buy 10 Swiss francs more, but in the forward market. Finished now. Shall I proceed? Don't copy this up to 9:15. Okay. Those who are not copy, raise your hand. Let's say finish copying up. Okay. Now, right here, we made a forward purchase because spot purchase will disturb. We made the forward purchase because spot purchase will disturb. Spot purchase will disturb what? The cash position. Spot purchase will disturb the cash position. You can also call as or nostro account. Spot purchase will disturb the cash position or nostro account. So, I'll give the notes once I complete the next two sums. Take question number 43. Take question number 43. Okay. This sum, we will do it together. We'll do this sum together, please. You as a dealer, stop talking. You as a dealer have the following position in pound sterling. So you are a bank in India, you are an Indian bank and you are having a position in pound sterling. That means you should maintain a pound sterling account with a bank in India or a bank in Britain. Bank in Britain. You are having an account with which bank? Barclays Bank. So what is the amount you are having? 20,000 OD. Positive or negative balance? Negative balance. Opening currency position is also nothing but exchange position is 5,000 overboard. Purchase TT, issued DD, TT remittance outward, purchase bills on London, forward sales, export bill realized. What step would you take if you are required to maintain a credit balance of 10,000 Great Britain pound in nostro account and square your exchange position? Square a position means what? Make it nil. Okay. When I make a position nil, I am squaring off the buy and sell. Okay, that's the meaning. I want a target 0 exchange position and a target of 10,000 credit balance in the Barclays account. Everybody, are you following or not? Now, can we start doing this sum together? Okay. See, before I proceed, I'll say what I feel. At 6:15, I'm always tensed because I don't know when to start. People are slowly coming in, right or not? At 9 o'clock also, I'm very tense because people are not willing to sit there. When suppose I cross 9 o'clock, as if I'm committing a criminal sin, okay? People are what? Looking at me, okay? Class timing up to 9:15, right or not? Don't look at the watch. I am the watch, okay? So when I leave you, then you can go. Can I proceed further? Now. Now, let's do it together. Don't talk. Okay, open the columns. We'll do both the statements in one slide because we know how to do it now. So, exchange position, cash position. In both particulars, purchase sales, purchase debit and then credit. We are doing question number 43. Can I start? Column is opened. Okay. Now first, opening balance. In nostro account, what is opening balance? 20,000. Debit or credit? Debit. OD, no, it is a debit balance. I write the numbers in thousands. Okay, 20 debit. In exchange position, the opening balance is how much? 5,000 overbought. Right? In purchase or sales, purchase, it is 5,000. Everybody, are you comfortable or not? Now, next. Let's take one by one the transaction. You should tell me what happens in exchange, what happens in what? Cash position. Can I proceed? First, purchase TT. That means spot or forward or spot. It's a spot purchase. You are the bank. You are doing a spot purchase. When the bank purchases, you should be written in purchase or sales or purchase. Purchase of TT. From the customer, the bank is purchasing TT. Always they say the transaction from the bank's viewpoint here. Are you following what I am saying? The dealers just not. Now, the bank is purchasing TT. Tell me, it purchases TT will be written in purchases or sales purchases. How many days here? 50. Now tell me, will it hit the nostro account? Will not hit them. So, it will be purchasing the pounds and depositing in what? Nostro account. It will be debited or credited? Credited. So, TT purchase will go into what? Nostro account, credit 50. Because from you customer, I purchase a pounds and I put the pound into what? Nostro account. Everybody, are you following or not? So, why it happens in nostro account immediately? Because it's what purchase? Spot purchase, TT. Can I proceed? Next. Next is what? Issued draft. Bank issuing draft in pounds is bank buying pounds or selling pounds. So it is selling what? DD. Okay. So issue of DD. Issue of DD. It is purchase or sales? Tell me the sales amount here. It is going to be 20. Will it affect my nostro? Will not affect? Will. When it will affect? When the DD is presented for payment, my account will be debited. Everybody following or not? Now, third transaction. What is the third transaction? TT remittance outward. Outward now going out. Okay. Bank is remitting TT outward. It is TT means what? Spot. Outward means what? Going out. Bank is buying foreign currency or selling foreign currency or selling foreign currency. So now tell me it is TT remittance outward is a purchase or sales or sales. What the sales amount it is 25,000 pounds. I have sold 25,000 pounds on spot. Bank is doing a spot sell. Can I proceed or not? No. Will it affect the cash portion or not? Yes. It will withdraw what? 25,000 pounds and sell to the customer. Yes or no? In that case, TT sold is going to be debited or credited? Debited 25,000. Everybody accept or not? No. This is regarding the next item. Purchase bills, that is a bank is purchasing pounds through bill receivable. Purchase or bill is purchase or sales or purchase. Bills purchase, right? In purchases, how much is purchase or bill? 75. Purchase or bills is 75. Now, tell me, will it affect cash? Will not affect? Will not affect. Will it affect cash? When the bill is realized. Next is what? Forward sales. It is sales or purchase or sales. The bank entered a forward sell with the customer. So what is a forward sell? Sell amount it is 75,000. Will affect say nostril account or not? No. It affect only on the due date or the forward. Right or not? Next. Export bill realized. Earlier I purchased a bill, now I am realizing what? Bill. Affect the exchange portion? No. It is already impacted, yes or no? Now I am going to affect only what? Nostril. When you realize the bill, what happens? Gets debited or credited? Credited. How much is credited here? 45,000. Credited is 45,000. Bill realized is 45,000. Respond, yes or no? Any more transaction? No more transaction. Tell me the total. Purchases total is 55 plus 75, 130. Sales total is 45 plus 75, 120. It is going to be 10 over bought. My exchange position is 10 over bought. Now, tell me the cash position. What is the total of cash? Debit here is 45. Credit total is 95. The position is closing balance is 50 credit. The closing balance is 50 credit. Okay. Now, 50 credit. Stop writing and tell me, first I should separate exchange or cash. Now, cash will affect what? Exchange. But I can do the exchange without affecting what? Cash through a forward market, right or not? So now tell me, my target nostril balance in pounds is how much here? Required balance 10. Required balance is 10,000 pounds. I am having 50,000 pounds in my account. I want to have only what? 10,000. What do the balance 40,000? Sell. I sell in forward market or spot market? Spot market. So the strategy is action sell at spot. Great Britain pound 40. Action sell at spot. Great Britain pound 40. Sell at spot the Great Britain pound 40. Can I proceed or not? Now. Due to this, will my exchange portion get affected or will not get? Will get affected. Now continue. Next slide, you can just continue next page. Exchange position final. Underline that. Exchange position final. Underline that. Now, what are the current exchange portion? Exchange portion before spot sell. How many going to have? Great Britain pound 10,000 overbought. The numbers are in thousands now. Great Britain pound 10,000 overbought. Exchange position before spot sell. Great Britain pound 10,000 overbought. Now what it did? Spot sell. How much is spot sold? 40,000 GBP. Great Britain pound 40,000. Tell me, I am having now a net position of what? 30,000 oversold. Exchange position after spot sell 30,000 oversold. Exchange position after spot sell Great Britain pound 30,000 oversold. 30,000 oversold. Stop writing and tell me my target should be what? 0. I want to square up. How to make an oversold portion to 0? Buy. I should buy spot or forward? Forward. Action forward by GBP 30,000. Forward by GBP 30,000 to close out exchange position or to square off exchange position. Both are same. Forward by GBP 30,000 to square out exchange position. To square out the exchange position. Can I proceed above? Now, tell me the overall strategy, overall action, consolidate and tell me what is the overall action. First do what? Spot sell 40,000 GBP. Spot sell 40,000 Great Britain pound. Second is what? Forward buy 30,000 Great Britain pound. Forward buy 30,000 Great Britain pound. Okay. For this notes and one more problem in covered result do in the next class. Next class will do some more miscellaneous areas here and there to complete this chapter. Foreign exchange management, except for the derivative segment. Then we'll be starting in the subsequent class another very important chapter called as bond valuation. It is going to be about the interest markets. Okay.
థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఓం సాయి భోజనపల్లి.